Hello and welcome to Lorbeck Luxury Cars. I'm Harry and on this edition of the Friday Drive, I feel this our 1997 Porsche 911 Carrera S. One of the finest examples of the 993 generation available in Australia. This particular example has travelled just 85,905 kilometres from new and is in exceptional condition throughout. And as the 993 generation is one of the most popular and revered in the 911 family, let's just get in it and see what's what. Immediately when you jump into a Porsche 911, you're greeted with the typical thrum of that 210 kilowatt 3.6 litre flat six. It's one of those iconic noises and something that is truly intoxicating. It is a massive factor in the appeal of the 911. But what makes the 993 generation so special is this was the last of the air-cooled 911s. After this, in the 996 generation, they went over to the more traditional water-cooled setup, ending about 50 years of Porsche 911 tradition. So enough about the boring stuff about the history of this car. What's it like to drive? Well, the short answer is, it's brilliant. Because it has very low kilometres, it feels tight as a drum. And despite the fact that the gearbox only has 4 gears, the car's got enough torque that you don't ever sit there really wanting for any more. Instead of speaking of performance, this car goes unbelievably well. Despite its modern appearance, it's a 22-year-old car. It's nearly quarter of a century old. And in this special colour combination of white with special order terracotta extended leather interior, this is an exceptionally rare bespoke 911. A rare colour combination, especially for an Australian delivered example. And though 210 kilowatts doesn't sound like a whole lot these days, because the power's so low in the rev band, it feels sort of meaty. And let's put it this way, I'm not sitting here pining for any more power. And of course, being a Porsche, it is reliable as the sunrise. It has 4 seats, a decent boot, and the everyday usability of a hatchback. But if I'm honest, I don't really care about any of that. I just want a car that's great to drive. I don't want a car that Porsche nerds can go around and bore the living daylights out of someone for hours on end if they even feign the slightest interest in their car. I just want milk that tastes like real milk. And this does. It's got an old-fashioned steering setup, a hydraulic system, so you feel every last detail on the road. And as you take a corner, that old-fashioned setup lets you know when the back end is about to kick out. It gives you little hints. And when you accelerate, the front gets a little bit lighter. You feel the whole car moving about. It's got its own personality. And when that flat 6 winds up and sings its gravelly song, you can't help but want to drive it just a little bit more. So come down to Lorbeck Luxury Cars today and buy this pristine Australian delivered example with a fully documented service history from new and up to date. We'll see you next week.